Our first guest is a comedy legend who was an original cast member on the iconic sketch comedy show In Living Color, one of my favorites. And he is here to talk about everything from fatherhood to how he's keeping us laughing on his current tour. Welcome, Tommy Davidson, to Be Well.
Shannon, what's up, man? It's good to see you. You caught me in mid family combat, but I'm fine. Anything for you? You know what I mean? Because like you are our new genius, man. Somehow you make it work. So I gotta follow suit.
I appreciate you.
I mean, you have on no suit, but I follow suit.
Right, there you go. That's all that matters. Like, always great to see you. Always great to hang out with you. And we're gonna get to the family stuff. But first, you gotta take us back a little bit to the In Living Color days. I mean, that's iconic. So, how did that show change your life? Because that's where most people originally met you.
Right. I'd have to talk about that in reverse.
Okay.
Because we as comics and improvisationalists, at the time, there wasn't really a place for a guy like me and a guy like Jim Carrey and Jamie and David Allen Greer, because we did all this stuff. So they either wanted a comedian actor for TV and movies, but not really all that sketch stuff, because Saturday Night Live has that covered, And Keenan Ivory Wayans was smart. He was like, you know what? There's all these cool kids out there that can do just what they can do on Saturday Night Live, and they can become film stars too. I'm going to look for them and find them. So he was kind of like Professor Xavier on the X-Men. He just took all of us, put us together in a danger room, opened some cameras on us, and bam! Okay, I say that in the show. Bam! And it just launched a whole new entertainment era for the next 30 years, I think. When I'm looking back on it now, it was the best thing that ever happened to me personally as an entertainer, because I had all these skills that I didn't know about. And now at 60, those skills have blossomed. I've gone from doing a sketch comedy show on a fledgling network to authoring my own book, to being one of the top names in smooth jazz, having done guest stars on probably every show you can imagine.
Right. And not only just TV, animated series too. We'll get to that.
Animation, got the #1 show in the world, Proud Family, on Disney Plus. And all of that happened as a result of that show. Now, there's some other people from the show that did mediocre at best.
Mediocre. Well, you were amazing. We're still following your journey today, and it's funny to see everybody growing together and being successful, a lot of the cast members. But you mentioned your book, Living in Color. You, in your book, talk about an unusual start that you had in life and an unexpected hero. Tell us a little bit more about that.
The title of the book is called Living in Color. The title of my show was In Living Color. So, years into being a television star and being a movie star, my sister calls me and says, why don't you ever talk about mom in your interviews? You do Oprah, you do all these big interviews, you never talk about her. And I realized at that point, I was kind of embarrassed about my family, because my family is white. And I was abandoned in the trash when I was 18 months.
Literally.
And the woman that found me and her husband, they took me to Laramie, Wyoming, and Colorado, where I grew up until I was 5. I didn't know I was black. And they broke up, and we moved to Washington, D.C. in 1968 when Martin Luther King got shot. So I was thrust into the inner city riots, first of all. And then when those calmed down, we had to go out and play with the black kids in the city. And they beat us up every day. And we're calling my brother and sister white cracker and calling me white cracker lover. So I went to my mom and said, why are they calling me a white cracker lover and beating us up for that? I like graham crackers anyway. And then she explained to me, yeah, but that's what people your color call people our color when they don't like them. And I was like, well, what color am I? She said, you're black. I said, no, I'm brown from the crayons. She said, I know, but that's what we call it, But then I realized, wait a second, I got the right idea, because I grew up in Wyoming in farms, and I saw a lot of litters being born, and I loved color. A dog could be a white dog and have 2 black puppies, a brown one and a gray one, or a cat could have a brown cat could have 3 white ones and a black one. So when I realized that, I said, this is no big deal. I need to get us a book, and it's got to be called Living in Color, so that we all can live in color.
Wow. And even through all that hate, you still, have that message of love, that your mother, regardless of the color you were and she was able to love you and raise you as her own son, which is a beautiful message that you share.
Yeah. And it's love. It's love of country, and it's love of culture.
Well, how did your upbringing shape how you act as a father now with 6 kids?
7. Well, you take that you take that 7 and then you add a 0 to that, then you got the 70s where I grew up. And I grew up in an era where peace was in style. Getting along with other colors was in style. Where everybody was getting liberated. Women got their liberation, blacks got their freedom, their civil rights, Chicanos got their rights, and we had TV shows that raised us to be these funky little hippie kids that loved everybody.
Well, the way you had your last child is very different from me. At 58 years old, you welcomed into the world Gigi. I mean, woo! Yeah, I won't tell your age because you don't look 58. You don't look 60 now. But yeah, she's 3 now. So what was it like, and how different is it being a father at this age?
It's amazing. I could start crying right now because I didn't realize that, raising the older ones was so hard, first of all. Was so hard, first of all. I remember pushing a little Frigidaire down the street so that my baby could have cold milk with my toddler, who's 34. So, they didn't, this one, I have time. The type of time that a mom would have, or the type of time that a working mom would have, or a dad in a traditional home would have. Somebody got to work. You know what I mean? And so I did it. And I'm proud of it because I was raised by a woman who worked. I am woman, hear me roar. There's a whole revolution that's starting over again. I finally have a chance to really be with her in the stuff that really matters.
And I love how you now can incorporate fatherhood into your comedy. You have a special coming up. It's a one-night engagement at Sony Hall in New York City, August 13th. Get your tickets now. What can we expect of this show besides talking about your kids?
Expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected, but expect what you already know. Okay. Boricua, Black, Jewish, Polish, German, Dominican. We're talking about New York. In New York, and that means Carolines. That means everything. It's everything that I am. There's a small family that came out of New York City that launched this show that went national that I was on. That's trivia. You win you win a coupon to Costco.
If I get it right, you got to just tell us.
For whatever. Yeah.
We'll put it at the bottom. Well, can we expect some of your iconic impressions to be there? Because you're known for your impersonations of different famous people. Can we expect some of those characters to pop up?
Well, I think that would be kind of weird, which is actually the catchword going on right now. But I think that if President Obama let's suppose that he went to the comedy club this weekend, he'd probably say, "I miss you guys," and I don't want to go back there because I went from having normal black hair to looking like Benson, almost like Tommy Davidson right now. But I've had a great vacation. I don't want to go into the whole thing because there's cannon fodder going on, but I do believe in what we're doing, and I'm going to stay out of the way for now. But I think we're going to be at the comedy club because I don't have anything to lose. Cha cha cha. That's from a show on Telemundo.
Look, you do kind of favor him with the gray hair, though. Yeah, I see it. Oh God, who was your favorite?
And then when I put these on, Shannon, and I think that this is really important. I turn into a guy who was one of the greatest Yiddish and black entertainers in the world, and that combination hasn't been put together since.
Sammy, Obama, and Tommy Davidson, we appreciate your time. We could talk to you all day. We really appreciate you being here. We want to make sure everyone knows to check you out August 13th in New York City for your one night only show. We appreciate you, brother.